Oh man, say it ain't so. Eddie Hearn rematch room. DAZN. The DAZN curse continues. Another upset, or what they're calling an upset. Another British fighter taken down by a Mexican fighter on a DAZN card in recent memory. Now, this is also the same guy that UK commentator Johnny Nelson claimed would defeat and stop Gervonta Tank Davis, who's about to fight at 140 pounds. We're going to talk about all that and more. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, you guys follow me, social media, Twitter at Boxingego. You know, I don't want to play it for copyright reasons, but on Twitter, it's at Boxingego. Make sure y'all follow me. Says, my caption says, another UK upset that's not really an upset by a Mexican fighter on DAZN. Great win for Stratton. The DAZN curse continues. Now, DAZN has his card. You guys see him. Bow. He got clipped up. Oh, my God. Bow. Clipped up, hurt. Right? He on the ground. Legs bad. He on the ground. Trying to get up. Trying to figure out what the F just happened. The ref gave him a chance. It could have really just been stopped because he was in bad shape. But his Straffen dude, he jumped right on him, forced the stoppage. Referee had to stop him, and he went on the ropes and started screaming. Shout out to Straffen. Shout out to my boy Straffen from Mexico. Now, some of you guys have never even heard of the fighter, but the reason this is interesting to me, and I had to make this follow-up video, is because this is the guy they were pegging to beat Gervonta Davis in the UK, according to their commentary. Now, I've long told you guys that I thought the UK commentary was exceptionally biased for their fighter. And the funny thing is, you constantly hear UK fighters, or I guess not necessarily fighters, but British fans, the British teeth, and you hear people say stuff to the effect of, oh, you Yanks are biased, like saying Americans are biased. And see, you see my tweet? I said, keep in mind, Johnny Nelson said that this dude would beat Gervonta Davis, LOL, after he had already lost to Tevin Farmer, LOL, more UK bias. So it's funny because I've seen a lot of British fans claim that UK fans are biased. Like, if you think Tyson Fury cheated, even though he just said he's going to give brass knuckles and all this stuff, which is something you shouldn't be joking about if you're being accused of said crime. You know, I hear people say, oh, you're biased. You just like Deontay Wilder. You Yanks stick together and stuff like that. But once again, who's really biased? Johnny Nelson, and here's proof. Here's a UK website, Talk Sport. Link in the description. It says, bold, Johnny Nelson claims James Tennyson would beat Gervonta Davis now after Tennyson's impresses with destructive KO. So this was just in December. Like, the funny thing is, I'm so accurate on my channel, new media, you know, digital mob. I don't even have to reach and like pull up something that somebody said, you know, 12 years ago and then try to use it against them. This is recent. This is December 4th, 2020 that he said that, right? And this was because James Tennyson beat Josh O'Reilly, who sounds like a car automotive shop, O'Reilly Auto Parts, right? This is, so keep in mind, if the Tennyson fight happened in December 4th, this means it was after the October 31st Halloween fight where Tank laid out a decorated guy like Leo Santa Cruz. Yet and still, you have a UK commentator, Johnny Nelson, who told you this was the man to beat Tank. Nelson said, with that punch power, I think it might not go down too well. I think he'll beat Gervonta Davis now. I'm telling you, the power the young man's got, the hunger he's got, listen, give the boy a chance. I'm telling you right now, put him in there with Gervonta Davis. We've just seen number 10 knock out the WBA number 8 easy. okay, it's about level. So at that level, now you're talking about fighters that could punch, that could fight, blah, blah, blah. He just made easy work of a number 8. So to me, he's a world title contender with that kind of power. I back my words every day. So seeing how you back your words every day, let's see what Johnny Nelson's updated thoughts are, since yet again, James Tennyson got blasted, right, and knocked out again. So let's see if he backs his words and thinks that this is the guy to beat James Tennyson is the guy to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. And ironically enough, as my tweet suggested, this is also a guy who already lost to Tevin Farmer. So Johnny Nelson had proper data to analyze this and make a proper analysis. And look, it says, quote, "I stand by my comments, Johnny Nelson on Tennyson versus Gervonta comments, December 7th. So he doubled down on this interview, right? He doubled down on it and says, hey, I told y'all that he would beat Tank, and Tank won't be able to stand up to this guy for whatever reason. Now that he just took another loss and got stopped in the first round out of 12, a 12-round fight, he got knocked out. And what's the time? You see the time? 1 minute and 12 seconds left, So he got, in 2 minutes, he got knocked out. Crazy. Let's see what Johnny Nelson has to say now. Now, as far as Eddie Hearn, another devastating UK loss. Eddie Hearn keeps bringing Mexican fighters or different fighters, and his cars are getting upset. Recently, we've seen Josh Warrington. Josh Warrington got upset by, I believe, a Mexican fighter in Lada, and he got stopped. You've seen David Avanesian beat Josh Kelly. So just for the rematch room in the UK, horrific bad luck. It doesn't look like. I see why the rematch room in the UK often has the soft matchmaking, because at a world level against like gutsy, tough guys or really seasoned guys, we're seeing similar outcomes. I definitely believe this will also be the case next week, and I think that Billy Joe Saunders has nothing on Canelo. This is not even a fight prediction that I have to think twice about. I think it's going to be the Canelo show. I'm not saying that, like, Billy can't win a round or so, but I don't. The bottom line is Canelo is not losing to Billy Joe Saunders. That's what I believe. I believe that once Billy Joe Saunders will not get his hand raised, Canelo will beat him, and I think he's going to destroy him. And look at this stretch that the UK has had. That's why you see them holding on to Joshua Fury notions, even though it doesn't look like, everything's working in the proper timeline. So this is the guy that Johnny Nelson of the UK, of Sky Sports, said would beat Tank, because he has power and heart, which is something a lot of fighters have, but you still need skills to pay the bills. This is just embarrassing commentary. Like, notice I don't have to walk back my comments. Like, the people I told you that were nice, like Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, David Benavidez, they still keep impressing me, right? Meanwhile, this is who the UK put up against one of America's best, who's about to fight at 140, and we'll see how he looks versus Mario Barrios. But this guy was the one to beat him. So he now has 4 losses, all 4 by knockout. And somehow, some way, Johnny Nelson saw fit that a guy that lost to Tevin Farmer, who's not even the biggest puncher, and Tank is a monstrous puncher. See, there's Tevin Farmer in 2008. All of his losses are by stoppage. So Tevin Farmer, who's not considered the biggest puncher, stopped him in 5 rounds, along with everyone else that stopped him, right? All 3 other people. And then he just got stopped the 4th time today. He got stopped in 5 rounds with Ryan Walsh, a guy with the 20-1 record I've never heard of. He got stopped in 2 rounds versus Pavels, this guy. But somehow, some way, the UK and their commentary thought this was the guy who would beat Tank Davis, and you've seen the outcome of his first round fight. Very embarrassing comments. I would be embarrassed if I said that, and then in a matter of months, I was proven wrong. But luckily, I don't have to worry about this, because I give you guys honest, accurate commentary. It could come from the heart, but it's also not coming from just pure emotion. Anyway, that's my follow-up video. I told you, when the comments were made, I said they were outlandish and ludicrous. Now you understand. The UK, you know, they're in desperate need of a win. Canelo Saunders fight, they're gonna need Billy Joe Saunders to win. Josh Taylor versus Ramirez, because if those fights, another group of Mexican or Mexican-American fighters win, then that'll mean like almost everybody in the UK has recently tasted defeat of note. You know, Daniel Dubois, Josh Kelly, Josh Warrington, Caleb Smith got destroyed by the fighter from Mexico, Canelo Alvarez. And then if Canelo beats Billy Joe Saunders, and if Jose Ramirez beats Josh Taylor, wow. You just seen Tennyson stunned in the first round. And listen, last thing I'm gonna say, boxing gotta stop with this whole stun garbage. Like, it's not, how is it a stun that he was knocked out in the first round, and I just showed you he's been knocked out 3 other times, even by guys who aren't even considered the biggest puncher. How is this upset or shocking? Boxing has these certain words, like this guy's a bum because you don't know him, or upset, and they abuse and overuse this word. Like, who thought Tennyson, outside of Johnny Nelson in the UK, who thought Tennyson was a world beater? You know, to the point where we're going to label this an upset, like it's Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas, or Hasim Rahman versus Lennox Lewis. Who deemed that this was an upset? I never had faith in this fighter like y'all did. Come on, y'all got to stop. Stop playing with me. Talk to me nice. Anyway, use my link, get TUBEBUDDY. Click the link in the description. If you want to make some money on YouTube, you got to show your videos in the proper way. Optimize your videos. You could do that with TUBEBUDDY. I use it daily for videos like this. Click my link in the description and consider TUBEBUDDY. Just had to make this follow-up video to, you know, get the facts out there. Embarrassing comments from Nelson. Can't wait to see what his follow-up comments are. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TUBEBUDDY. I've used TUBEBUDDY for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TUBEBUDDY is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TUBEBUDDY and level up your channel faster. We working.